Hi everyone, Brandon here from Reyee Networks. It's been some time since I last posted after my first video, but today I want to show you guys how does the Reyee AI heat map work. So first of all, what is a heat map? A Wi-Fi heat map is a visual representation of Wi-Fi signal strength and coverage in a specific area. It uses color coding to show strong signals as warm colors and weak signals as cold colors. It helps with network planning, troubleshooting, capacity management, and improving the Wi-Fi user experience. So we've recently launched a new heat map, and as you guys can see on my screen, this is how you access it. You just go to Reyee Cloud and you click on the third uh, line here, and it says try out the heat map. Once you click on try out, you're going to have to log in with your credentials. And then another nice thing that we've recently implemented is two-factor authentication on the cloud for extra security. So you guys are more than welcome to enable that as well. I will show you guys in time how to do that if you don't come right on your own. But for now, I have it enabled, so I just need to log in. Perfect. Cool. Okay, now that we logged in, you are greeted with a page where you can choose the equipment. So the nice thing about this heat map is you can choose switches, APs, and you can even add some of your own products, as you can see here. For example, I have some cameras that you can add, which we'll go through now. So first of all, you will require a blueprint or some sort of floor plan. It supports PDF, JPEG, PNG files, anything like that. So I'm going to select some of the APs in here, okay? So another nice thing you can do is you can compare the products with each other. So if you click on PK, View Product Comparisons, you can choose two products. So here's a RG Wrap 2260G, which is the entry level general AP. So I can select it and then I can compare it, for example, with the normal 226. I'm just looking for it on the screen. Here it is in the right bottom. So I can say add there, and then you can say view. Right. Now you can view the comparison between them. So you can say they're both Reyee. This one supports 10 more users. Maximum is the same, Wi-Fi 6, but this one has a higher throughput for wireless connections. And then it supports a 2.5 gig LAN interface. So based on that, you can choose what AP you wanna add to your network. So for mine, I'm just gonna add, let's say 5 of these. So you can see there's the little number. So I'm just gonna add 5, or let's make it 6. 6 of these APs. Okay. Now that I've added the 6, obviously you need a switch to connect them to. So if you know the models off by heart or you don't, you can just, if you don't, you can just click on switches and you can go through here. You can search by PoE because you're going to need PoE switches. So this is Reyee. All of these switches here, well, these two are Reyee. This is your MBS series switches for Reyee. So this is Reyee and this is Reyee. So 24 port, let's just add one of them. And then I will require a gateway as well. So there we go. Let's choose the Reyee RGEG209, which can support up to 200 clients. So that's fine. Select that one. And then if you have cameras within your project, you can even add some cameras. So for example, let's add a bullet camera, which I've already manually added. So I'm going to add 2 of them, and then just some dome cameras as well. So you can see you can add the cameras here by just clicking on add product. Once you've clicked on add product, you have to put in the product model, the brand, and then you have to select what type of device it is. So IPC is IP camera. You can add an NVR, you can add anything to this list if you want. So you can just go through all of these settings. So once you've selected IPC, it will add extra configuration fields that you can just fill in, and then you can upload a photo. Okay, I've already done this for this demonstration purpose, so that's where we'll stop for now. So now we can go to add placement map. So now it asks you for the project name. So we're just going to say home Wi-Fi, for example, and it's for a villa, and you can say okay. Now you need to upload the image. So if I want to upload an image, I can just select um, this image, for example, over here. And then now it's just busy adding the image for us. So once it's done that, you can just give it a name, BBCC home, for example. Let's say this isn't my house, but let's say it is my house. You can just say okay. And then it gives you the opportunity to say how big the field is. So let's just make this 100 square meters. If you don't know, you can go by length. So for example, if you know how long that wall is, let's say this wall is 4 meters, you can select it. You can select it like so and just say that this is 4 meters in diameter or in length. And you can say okay. And then it will actually do all the calculations on your behalf. Now in here, you can see all my devices have been added here, and you can see it filled in the walls. It detected the walls automatically. So darkish red, like you can see this wall over here, means it's a thick wall. So if you want to edit this wall, for example, you can say, listen, it's not a thick wall, it's a thin wall. You can change it to thin and it'll change that. And then the outside walls, you can, for example, change to thick wall. It all depends on uh, what the setup is actually like. So now you can go ahead and place your AP. So let's say your server room is going to be in here, right? So this is where we're going to put the router and the switch. Okay. So in this room here, the router and the switch will be. Then you can place your AP. So let's say you want an AP there. You want one in this room, one in this room, one here for your entertainment area. So the TV and all of that's covered. And you want one in that room. You want one in the hall. Or let's give each room an AP. Right, just like that. Now our APs are placed strategically. Now you can add your cameras. So I want one monitoring this side here. The green is in the direction that it will show, so you can adjust that. So we can put that camera over there. This camera we'll put here, also outside, pointing out, monitoring that facility. And then in here, we want to put the dome camera monitoring this hallway. And then let's just say we want this camera to monitor this area over here. Okay, now that you've strategically placed all your equipment, you can click on 5G on top and you will see, oh, okay, cool. So this is your coverage. So this is for 5G coverage. So 94% is good coverage, 5% medium coverage, and then 1% poor coverage, right? That's for your 5G network. So all in all, I think this is quite cool. But the nice thing is you can also move these APs and it's actually a live update. I just want to show you guys. You can move all of these APs out of here. So let's just say we move all of them. You'll see that the image updates live, which I think is a great feature to have. Right, so let's just put them back where we had them. Right, and then you can go to 2.4G while you have 100% good coverage in this image here. And then if you click on this one here, it will show you what angles the cameras cover. So for example, there you go. Now this camera covers a nice 45 degrees there, so you'll be able to see everything there. This camera covers everything over there. And this dome cameras also cover basically the whole dining room area and the whole hall. So this is how the heat map works for Reyee. I think it's easy and simple to understand. It really is for free. You just need to log into it, open it, and you can add your APs and you can do your planning. And then the extra nice features that you have, as you've added your switch and your router, you can say export, right? So once you've clicked on export, it's going to build a topology for you. It's going to show you how many devices you took out of everything. So you can exclude or include cost if you want, and you can say edit. And once you say edit, you can change the unit prices here. So if, let's say, for example, you sell this for, I live in South Africa, so 100 and you sell this for 1,500 Rand, and this switch goes for 3,500 Rand, and this router, let's say, goes for 2,000 Rand. You can do all of that. and you can say export. Now it gives you the total cost of how much this installation will cost your customer. So it's going to cost them almost 20,000 Rand. That's just because I'm in South Africa. It gives you a topology of how everything should be connected. This is easy because we just had one switch and one gateway router. So everything obviously needs to be connected to the switch. But if you had multiple switches, it will tell you what's better to connect where. And then if you scroll down, it gives you your floor plan, the placement. So it tells you where all the APs need to be located. It gives you the coverage for the 2.4 gigahertz network here, coverage for the 5 gigahertz network here, and then it shows you your cameras as well. And that's it. You can say save locally. It will export it as a Excel file for you. There you go. It's been exported, so you can open up your Excel file now. Once you've opened up your Excel file, once again, it will put in all the costs that you had, and then it shows you your topology, how everything should be connected. There we go. Placement, like I've shown you, heat map, and CCTV coverage. And then you can just forward this on to your customer, tell them this is what's required. So that's it for Reyee heat map. Please leave your comments if you have any questions, and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as possible. Thank you. Goodbye.